Today we're going to be eating modern, over-the-top versions of classic desserts and seeing if we actually prefer them to the original.
I've got some weird feelings going on. I feel like torn in so many directions right now.
We're gonna kick things off with what Carlo's Bakery is calling a chocolate cake. This thing looks crazy.
Yeah, and it weighs a crazy amount.
Yeah. All right, let's see how it is.
Are we kicking things off with this? Why not?
Now let's get y'all a close-up of the Everybody's Chocolate Cake. It does in fact feature chocolate sponge cake, but layered between a chocolate pecan pie base and an original New York cheesecake top, all brought together by a salted caramel buttercream. How epic is that? Obviously quite a stretch from your classic chocolate cake. They actually could have called this a turtle cake given the fact that it features the trio of chocolate, caramel, and pecans, but hey, we're just here to eat it.
Well, if I was blindfolded,
I don't know if I'd be guessing that was chocolate cake, but I don't know what I would be guessing it is.
No, that's gotta be like the richest dessert I've ever eaten. I think if it was still like completely refrigerated, it would honestly be like too dense.
I'm obsessed with it though.
Yeah, that was amazing. But let's like take a step back and try the original, see if it holds up.
this looks like one fudgy cake, man.
This looks like cake. I mean, chocolate cake.
yeah, for real. All right.
Again with Carlo's Bakery, seeing that they're selling both this chocolate fudge cake and the previous modern take as chocolate cake options. But regardless of which comes out on top here, we've got to say we'd happily eat either of these again, but only modern or classic can get the point.
That's some good chocolate cake.
Now between the two, we're gonna have to answer whether we would go for the modern version or the classic version. And I will be judging this based off of which one do I want if I want chocolate cake.
Yeah, but both were incredible.
Both were absolutely exceptional, and we're not the ones that gave the title chocolate cake to that person.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that it features chocolate cake, I'm not sure if I can 100% classify it as one.
So,
But on that note,
3, 2, 1, classic.
okay, so calling that chocolate cake was debatable, but this is undeniably ice cream. It's just, have we taken it too far in the modern world?
Yeah, I'm pretty freaked out by this, to be honest, especially this dill pickle one, so maybe we start with that. Pete's actually been looking forward to trying this. I am not interested at all.
I've had an overwhelming curiosity, so this is a chance to kick that.
All right.
Okay. This is not as bad as you think it is.
No.
But let's eat a little bit more and see how it sits on the palate over time.
Okay.
They're describing this as a tangy and sweet ice cream with a dill pickle swirl.
I'll tell you what. Is it a one-time purchase? Yes, I would only spend my money on it once. Do I like it? I do. I genuinely think it's good.
I like it a lot. It's good with the bread too.
If you like ice cream and dill pickle, I genuinely think that you would enjoy it.
How did they do it?
I have no idea.
All right, let's see how the mac and cheese can hold up.
Kraft mac and cheese.
It's very mild.
Is it mild just because of the dill pickle? I'm not sure. Let's get some more.
Back to the dill pickle quick, because I think I would actually buy this again, just not regularly.
Okay. So like the powdery cheese flavor kind of comes in on the back end, like kind of that like cheese powder packet that you get with the mac and cheese.
Yeah.
But overall, really not bad. Anyone that's like cringing at that on the internet, which I've seen on Instagram, is definitely being a little bit too over the top.
They're being over dramatic about it. I'm just gonna say it straight up because yes, that has a hint of Kraft macaroni and cheese flavor, but it's very subtle. It's not off-putting.
No.
It's complimentary enough, but time to go back to tried and true.
May I say about the mac and cheese thing though? That would probably be good with apple pie because people do cheddar cheese and apple pie. I would put that mac and cheese ice cream with apple pie.
Yep, let's do some cookies and cream.
Man, if anybody actually tries the Kraft mac and cheese ice cream with apple pie after this, we officially have more influence than we deserve.
I've got some weird feelings going on right now.
Very.
And I feel like torn in so many directions right now.
So this is how I think we're gonna have to judge this, or at least how I'm going to judge this, is am I reaching for the classics like the tried and trues like cookies and cream, cookie dough, chocolate vanilla strawberry, like stuff like that, or am I reaching for a modern pint that kind of either pushes the envelope or is just a bit unconventional or I don't know, like heavy on the mix-ins or even experiments like this. Do you know what I mean?
I do know what you mean. And I can't believe where I stand.
All right, I'm ready then.
3, 2, 1, modern.
There is absolutely no world in which I saw that last round going to modern.
No, not at all. But this round's definitely a toss-up because when it comes to cookies, I am a sucker for a tried and true classic simple cookie. But we've got these crazy creations from BB Cakes that I am very much looking forward to diving into.
Yes, and this classic chocolate chip looks absolutely outrageous.
Yeah.
All right, let's try it.
Gotta ease our way in here with the BB Cakes epic take on the classic chocolate chip.
That is an outrageously good chocolate chip cookie. The brown sugar flavor, the little hit of salt, and then it's like probably 30% cookie, 70% chocolate chip.
Yeah, the kick of salt in there really seals the deal for me. But we've got some even crazier cookies here.
Yeah.
Let's start with this Oreo one.
Oh man, this thing looks, I've never seen such a tall cookie before.
This thing's huge.
All right.
Yep. That deserves it.
Come on, man. Check out the epic amount of vanilla buttercream stuffed inside this thing.
Chocolate cookies aren't my go-to cookie, but that would be a go-to cookie for me. How sweet that filling was against the rich chocolate cookie was insane.
That is an Oreo cream lover's dream.
Yes.
Because the inside of it was just so much of that cream, and then the cookie was nice and soft. So if you're like a soft foods lover like us,
Yes.
oh my gosh, that hits so hard.
Let's try this Circus Freak.
Oh, dude, that smells like cookie butter.
Probably because it's stuffed with a cookie butter buttercream. This one also features Frosted Circus Animal Cookies, birthday Kit Kats, and white chocolate Reese's.
We've had a lot of good cookies on this channel. These are up there with the best of them. That might be one of my favorite cookies of all time.
Oh my goodness. I'm in heaven right now. These classics have got a lot to live up to.
That's for sure.
All right, now this next one is like the Witch's Brew, right?
Which, please?
All right, let's try it.
They didn't read any of the names, but they did just arrive all the way from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, where BB Cakes is based. Y'all gotta check them out.
I can't believe that they are blowing me away with the chocolate cookie.
Are these just getting better and better? I think everyone has gotten better and better for me so far.
Possibly.
What was this? What was the center of that?
I believe it was a white chocolate truffle or a white chocolate cookie dough truffle. All I know is that it was delicious. And again,
gosh.
this how sweet that center was balanced out that darker cookie exterior. Oh man. Well, this one's called 7 Minutes in Heaven.
All right.
I'm sure it's going to be at least 1 minute in heaven.
Wow.
Real clever. But this one's stuffed with an edible peanut butter cookie dough truffle and dulce de leche and features red velvet Oreos, peanut butter and caramel chips, and Heath pieces.
These are for the richness lovers. People that love rich, extremely decadent desserts like us. That's who these are for.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
I'm obsessed with it, and I love the fact that it really does maintain the integrity of a cookie. Because some of these like crazy over-the-top companies, they almost exit the realm of the dessert that they're in, and that doesn't.
Rounds number one.
Yeah, but if I was blindfolded, my mind's immediately going, that's a cookie.
Yep. But let's try some traditional cookies and
Yes.
see how they hold up to those monstrosities.
Again, I say, I love a good, simple cookie. So I'm giving this its chance, even despite how much I love that.
Yes. Let's start with the chocolate chip.
Actually chocolate chunk, but definitely more traditional comparatively.
I'll tell you what, I'm missing the sea salt
Yeah.
that was in the BB Cakes cookie.
And the brown sugar.
Let's try this chocolate cookie.
All right.
Because we just had a lot of chocolate cookies, and I wanna put this next to that while we're still fresh.
All right.
It's exactly what I expect of a chocolate cookie. Let's just eat these last two, and then we'll award our winner.
All right.
Obviously, we had to bring the tried and true M&M cookie to the game, and why not a shredded coconut dark chocolate option to finish things off?
I've touted myself as a simple done right kind of guy so many times on the internet. So I don't know if this answer will shock anyone.
It might shock me.
but I do have my winner.
All right, 3, 2, 1, modern.
Now, the only thing extreme about this next item is the size compared to the classic version. So let's see if a half-pound Reese's cup is even remotely necessary.
Yeah, I'm sure when they first made Reese's cups, they didn't think that in the year 2023 we'd be eating them in half-pound variety, you know? All right, let's try it.
Now, any fellow Reese's fanatic is probably expecting the half-pounder to win by a landslide, but going from this monster cup to the originals should show us whether or not a half-pound of the traditional cups would hit just as hard.
I think any mega Reese's fan like us needs to do that at least once in their life. I'm not saying to go do it all the time and give yourself a disease, but at least once in your life, indulge. That is just too good.
I gotta agree with you on that. And I have one word for you all. Whoever has not tried that, which is probably the majority of people. Ratios.
Yes.
The ratios are so right.
Wow.
But we must go to the classic.
All right.
Now, to be honest, I have no idea if the ratios are actually any different, but the scale changes things big time.
Again, I say ratios. You will never experience a mouthful of Reese's peanut butter like you do from the half-pound cup. And for that reason, I have my answer.
Me too. 3, 2, 1, modern.
Okay, so while we're on candy, these may not be extreme versions, but I am curious as to if I prefer the modern version to the classic M&M.
Yeah, so we have a couple of varieties of modern. Let's start with the s'mores.
Let's do that.
Now, there are so many modern M&Ms, so we're just going with the latest seasonal options here.
They're good. Not elite in my opinion.
Don't blow me away, but they're pleasant.
No, these are the toasty vanilla, right?
And these are for the ultra sweets lovers like us.
Those are elite. That is an S tier M&M.
When they say vanilla,
Yeah.
like punch you in the face vanilla. Potentially the best M&M of all time, especially if you like white chocolate, because that is a white chocolate base.
Yeah. Original. I didn't think we'd go through an entire carton of vanilla eggnog.
But just like the last video,
We just kept buying eggnog. Yeah, I know. It's his the season.
but I think that it was the third item that we had here that brings me to my conclusion.
Yep. 3, 2, 1, modern. Easy. All right, now next up we're gonna do one more variety of candy, being Lindt truffles. We've got 2 seasonal ones, and then we've got the original. Where do you want to start with this?
Let's do sugar cookie, and then we'll go from there.
Surprisingly enough, this is our first time with the sugar cookie.
Yes.
We've had the birthday cake, we've had the vanilla. Going to that after M&M's is comical.
I was worried that that was going to taste too similar to the birthday cake that we had in our last video. Completely different.
Nothing alike. Now the other seasonal variety that we brought was the snickerdoodle. That little hit of molasses and depth plays off of the white chocolate so nicely.
The thing is, I remember that molasses kind of cinnamon flavor in there to be subtle. But going to it after the sugar cookie, it like punches you in the face.
Yep, that's real good.
But are they necessary, or do I just prefer, if I'm in the mood for a white chocolate Lindt truffle, to have the standard?
I thought I knew where this was going.
I did too. Give me a sec. I think I've made up my mind. But this was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be.
I saw this going a different way.
Going from the flavored ones to the unflavored, I was expecting there to be a big step back. But I have my answer again.
3, 2, 1, classic.
But we're coming full circle and giving Carlo's Bakery one more chance, and this time with what they're calling birthday cake.
Yeah, let's see if this goes the same way the first round did, but this definitely looks promising. It looks like birthday cake.
It does.
Let's try it. That is so much sweet. Yeah. Whoa.
He's not kidding. Even coming directly after straight white chocolate truffles, this rendition of birthday cake somehow pushes the boundaries of sweetness. But check this out. Surrounding the vanilla confetti cake layer is a blondie base with toffee pieces and an original New York cheesecake top, all brought together by vanilla buttercream. Blondie, cake, and cheesecake. Literally 3 of our favorite things. This blondie is a bit dense, but we actually kind of dig that.
Whoa. I've always said I'm more of a vanilla than I am a chocolate guy. But between the 2 Carlo's bakery cakes that we had today, I would go with the chocolate one before I went with that one.
The chocolate was just such a unique dessert. So many textures, so many flavors happening. That speaks to birthday cake purely, though, in my opinion.
Oh, absolutely.
Like,
it's just sweet on sweet on sweet vanilla.
Exactly. Nails birthday cake, but with a little bit of nuance in that blondie base. The actual like flavor of the blondie base, but then it has butterscotch chips in it, I believe, or like toffee bits. It has something in there that's bringing a really unique flavor, but not pulling away from the birthday cake nature of it.
No, not at all.
Very interesting.
But let's try the regular birthday cake and see if that comes out on top.
This little, unassuming, inexpensive birthday cake from Walmart is legitimately exactly what you want it to be, and confirms that the Carlo's Bakery version is, in fact, the sweetest product on the planet. This feels tame comparatively.
We had a lot of dessert today. The crazy thing is, we just ate a birthday cake that had a birthday cake layer, vanilla frosting, but then a cheesecake layer and a blondie base. That sounds like the perfect dessert for Pete and Nate.
Yeah, that sounds like a defining dessert of the 2 of us.
But when it comes to birthday cake, does the Carlo's Bakery modern spin on birthday cake, or the traditional vanilla birthday cake take it?
3, 2, 1, classic. I gotta say, I saw a lot of that going far differently than it ended up actually turning out, but I do have my number 1 item of the day.
Dill pickle ice cream?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
We're just kidding, but it actually was pretty good.